Okay, attempt 2. Recording kind of fucked itself a little bit. So, okay, that's a good start. I know that it's weird for me to upload 2 days in a row. I don't know if anybody really gives a shit though. But basically my last video kind of flopped really, really hard. At least for now. But it makes sense because nobody really cared about that video except for me, I feel like. In my previous video, the Skyblock one also kind of flopped. But I didn't want to make a video just complaining about how, like, I feel like I keep failing at, like, making content, because I've already kind of made a few like that. But instead I am going to just confess that I do have some form of, like, entitlement and envy towards other content creators. Because even though my content isn't meant to be suited for, you know, being the biggest YouTuber on the platform or anything, you know, I don't have flashy editing or shit like that, I still feel like there's some people on here who get a lot more fame than they deserve, and then there's other people who... This isn't even about me, necessarily. This is just in general. There's so many YouTubers who, like, work their ass off making content. Or there's a bunch that have been making content since fucking 2009, or even earlier. Like, this is something that I also talked about in another video. But, like, I keep seeing these channels from, like, 2007, made in 2007, that have thousands of videos on them. And have, like, a few thousand subscribers. And, you know, a few thousand isn't bad by any means, but these people have literally been they've spent so much of their time on making videos for so many years. And then there's people who blow up with their very first video, or with a video that just takes no effort, but then they just get really lucky. And it's fucking painful to watch. And then of course I also relate that to myself, because even though my videos don't necessarily take that much effort per se, some of them really are painful to make. Obviously, that's kind of the whole theme of this channel. But I guess, like, this is my attempt at getting into YouTube drama. No, but like, the biggest streamers, to be fair, streaming, Twitch, fucking... Okay, well, I know that I have a Twitch channel that I've been trying to grow, but just in general, people who are known as more streamers. Streamers are just kind of fucking AIDS, I'm not gonna lie, because, you know, like, the biggest streamers, for example, like XQC, he's known for just being, like, an actual idiot who just says shit that makes literally no sense. Even his own fan base, I've literally seen, like, one XQC stream, and he acts like a fucking idiot, and then everyone in his chat is telling him how much of a fucking idiot he is. And then he still has thousands of viewers at a time. And yeah, I am, this is just pure jealousy. Well, actually, not really, because I don't know what I would do if I were that stupid. But at the same time, maybe he isn't stupid, because being stupid has made him, like, rich and famous. And then there's also people like, once again, it's just the whole Twitch community, but there's also like Asmongold, who's literally a guy known for also kind of being an asshole and a dumbass, but that dude, like, you can literally look up like Asmongold room, and you'll see that he has never cleaned his room before, and that he lives in his own filth, and then you look at his streams and you look at his fucking teeth and his hair, and he's covered in grease. And, like, people look at that guy somehow without clicking off of his stream, even though he's literally just, like I said, living in his own filth. And to be fair, maybe I'm not much better. I, kind of slept for, like, 12 hours. I woke up at 4 p.m., but I would never let it get that bad. And once again, you could say, like, oh, that's just extra dedication to his work, never taking a shower. Which, like, it probably is, but once again, there's a lot of other people who also dedicate themselves like that, and they're just smelly and disgusting, but they aren't rich and famous for it. And then there's, like, I still don't even know who this is, really, but there's, like, that guy Queso, who I've asked my friend about, who I guess knows a little bit about him. He's like, yeah, there's no fucking way. Did you see that? I just threw my sword in the fire. I don't even care. If you watch this series, it's just been me running around since like the first few episodes. That's really funny though. Alright, stone sword it is, I guess. Damn, that sucks. Anyway. There's that dude who's literally basically just known for being fat. And like apparently he's not even a lol cow because he doesn't act like an idiot. You know, like the dude is kind of aware that he's being trolled a bunch and stuff like that. And then, to be fair, actually, when I talk about this, I don't mean lol cows don't deserve their success in a crazy way, because literally, like, lol cows are the worst thing that the internet has ever done. Just, like, torturing specific people. Like that. You know, at the very least, it's good that they have their fame and they get money from the internet and shit for being tortured that way. Even though, once again, it doesn't even pan out that way, because normally they get put in jail, like Christian and Daniel Larson. You know, these lol cows, once again, they literally, the internet literally drives them insane, and then they commit crimes. It's pretty crazy. But, yeah, I guess they deserve their success in a way for having to go through all that, but I don't know. I guess anybody watching who feels that way, who feels like you deserve more success than a lot of the more successful people on whatever platform you're on, you're probably right, in my opinion. You probably do deserve more success, but at the end of the day, I think YouTube is a lot more, or I guess YouTube or any of these, it's a lot more luck-based than people would like to admit. Because I think making these high-quality videos that take a bunch of effort will probably increase your chances. But pretty often, there's videos that take literally no effort that blow up for no reason. Like, oh shit. Oops. The most viewed video that I've ever uploaded on YouTube was literally just me making a song low quality, like over 2 years ago. That's kind of crazy that it was over 2 years ago. And then I've made some other videos that take, like, actual... Well, I wouldn't say days. Once again, I don't work that hard on any of my videos, but at least take a few hours of just editing, not on this channel, but on my other channels. And then those don't even crack, like, 100 views. It's very, very luck dependent. And I think what's interesting is there's, like, the, whole thing where your very first video usually will get more views than like your second video. I don't know if that's just in my head, but literally even when I made YouTube videos in 2015, that was how it was. Ooh, Infinity Book. I guess that wasn't just my own channel. It was just like a pattern that a lot of people agreed upon, like your first video will get more views than your second one usually. Because I guess that's YouTube's way of trying to get you hooked. Okay, I am just making all sorts of mistakes today. Just in general, I'm also tripping over my own words. Well, I don't even really give a shit. Yeah. Sorry that you have to deal with me. I wouldn't exactly say that I'm unappreciative for what I do have in terms of social media shit, though. Like, I wouldn't trade my fan base for any fan base in the world, if you can call it that. It seems kind of shitty saying fans, but, like, I read every comment I get, and I usually leave a heart to at least indicate that I read every comment that I get. But I made a community post and somebody replied with like multiple paragraphs, and I read the whole thing, and it just makes me feel really appreciative. Because one of my friends also said the same thing. Like, you have like a really good community. Like, and I agree. I have one of the best. I actually think I have one of the best communities on YouTube. Because I have these people who care about the topics that I talk about. Or even if they don't, they still try to help me. I have people who put in a lot of work to try to help me. Like I mentioned in my previous video, like I'm tempted to stop the no editing thing because people will help me with that.